what's up everyone, I'm SuperSonicJB, welcome back to more Kinkoi Golden Loveriche for PC. So last time I continued playing through more of the game's story, and yeah, we had an interesting interaction with Reina and Ayaka and everything, and yeah, we ended up confessing our love to Reina and all that, and now I continue on and playing through more of the game story in this episode. So we're gonna go and get started. Like the video, make sure I hit that like button, as there also a lot. And content subscribe my channel. So yeah, we're just gonna continue playing through the game story through Reina's route and everything. So you haven't seen the last episode, I recommend going and see that, because Reina might be pregnant. I don't know, but who knows? But yeah, alright. But yeah, we're just gonna jump back into the game today's episode, so let's do it. Alright, I'm not reading that because I read it last time. Oh, that's it? It just like we didn't even get to see like what really happened. Yeah. Oh, brother, girl. I saw Torio off. Couldn't be that I hadn't gotten to talk to Torio at all. If I had he even come in the first place. Mama and I typically scheduled practice for every single Sunday, and the players only had a couple of days off per year. Every Sunday, too? Usually Sundays are the days off for people. Oh, he wasted such a precious day off. Who would that far to come to see me? Oh, if I had something he wanted to tell me, I'm sure he'd visit again. There's more important things for me to worry about right now. Yeah, sure, yeah. Anyway, right now I had started acting like my friend again. Well, that's good. I was happier this way. Are you really, though? White faded black there. That was weird. I should have ended. I should have did that little part and then ended the video from last week there, right here. But oh well, it happens, you know. Hey, usually you see people from outside the dorm. It's been a one hectic week. Yeah, sure. A bunch of stuff happened, yeah. Huh? How do you deal with that? Oh, exactly. What? Because Jogasai did she told you about the... Don't say it out loud, you dumbass! She doesn't know if there's some means, I guess. Yeah, that. That's what I was thinking, like... At first I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, it's probably what this is what she means. Oh, you were talking about the incense. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. She apparently kept the threesome itself under wrap, but had told Ellie-san about the incense we breathed in. Alright, cool. I feel fine right now. Oh, brother, that was one dangerous incense. She must have been worried about my having breathed it in, yeah. Dude, why would you even blab it out like that anyways? I feel like if she would have been a little bit more mature if it was the other way around. I don't want to know about what would become of someone as serious as her if we were to breathe it in. Stop saying that. It's nothing. I just tell her, just forget, okay? Hey, I mean, maybe we'll stop. I do kind of want to do her route off screen and everything, so yeah. I'd love to if I could. I figured my man would say that, yeah. Yeah. Don't say that word again. I know she's gonna blab it out. Oh, brother. Hey. She gave me as to her cheeks flushed a little shade of pink. It's probably good enough for today. There's no need to rush. Please don't say it. Sylvie, please don't. No, Sylvie, don't you dare say it. I'm scared to click. Okay, stop. Crap. I covered her mouth. Never mind. And then, oh, the music changed. Yeah, another person that I felt questionably distant from had arrived, yeah. Yeah, he's the same error to the others. She was treating Reina the same way too. They certainly weren't close enough to call each other friends, but denial classmates, yeah. Which was when morning. Wow, really? Ah, she normally went off somewhere. I thought you were getting some character development. Yeah, she's her usual self in a sense, though, ignoring me. Nothing at all. Decided to treat it like it was nothing. The way she treated me is obstinately the same as before. Come on, you need. When she was having some character development there, nothing happened between us, and that was for the best. Don't think about it. Oh, brother. What? Girl! Girl! What are you doing your route? I don't even know how to unlock her out. I wonder if you have to, like, if this is the type of game where you have to complete, like, the main routes in order to unlock the sub-routes, and I'm sure Ayaka's probably a sub-route or something like that. Kind of like how the Kinkoi visual novel does it. Christmas the 24th? Sorry, I cut you off there a little. Christmas right around the corner, yeah. Funny that I'm recording this part in December, dude. Christmas is approaching. All? Even everyone from our class? From the academy? That's 300 people. Can you book a venue like that? Oh, brother. I'm sure I see it in the background. It's a bit... The Portuguese has turned up for the first time in a while. Is that what that said? I don't know. What should I do? Is it Christmas? It is Christmas and all. Why'd you make that face? He didn't even say anything yet. Wait, I'm not saying he won't go. My manly pride took a bit of a hit when I instantly gave the okay after being offered an invitation. I assume there will be food? Yeah. Oh, that smile is so cute. I'll be there then. Heck yeah. Probably. Whereas your action is a bit poor, but still you remain considerate. Whether you run and have a plan for Christmas, though, without seeing your family, you have something planned? Wait on my mind. She told me there was no man in her life, and plans over Christmas typically meant she's with her family. Right? On that day? Ah, I get it. I heard Sunday, I remembered. Reina's pregnancy. Oh, that checkup was next Sunday. It should tell us whether she was visiting or not at this point. Couldn't you move that to another day, though? Like, come on. Every woman was unique in how their bodies reacted to the fertilization. Any physical changes occurred during pregnancy. The best approach was apparently to perform a 2-week and 1-month post checkup. As far as I could tell, Reina seemed unaffected by its first week out. Nah, nothing. It was obvious still. It would obviously still be a delicate situation if the news got out. Yeah, what are you looking at? What was that look? That night. Something wrong? Stop calling that. Where we get teeth? The usual. I've gotten used to these random summons from a princess, yeah. Wonder what today was who I was dealing with. Sure. Mia-chan joined me outside, head towards the city. As we did, there were signs of Mia-chan's bodyguards lurking in the shadows. Mia-chan's black-suited guards faded away. And just as they did... Yeah? So we came along to lead the way. What's up? Hard to believe you drove away the guards. There was no bodyguards here today, but not even Ellie-san. Silly was alone. Huh. Black suits have been cleared out. Damn. What's happening here?
久しぶりにオーラと2人で話したくて。キ
Yeah?
ラちゃん、15分くらい。ね。
That freaking bird thing that found bodyguard person. The guard, the path to the lake.
さあ、楽しみましょうか。
It's awfully elaborate. You're completely and utterly alone. This was a situation I hadn't found myself in quite some time. It got me a little tense. Sorry, Chilito, I can't recommend we stick around too
わ
long.
かってる。15分で切り上げる予定よ。
I took a seat as she prepared a piping hot cup of tea and milk for me.
それで、ねえねえオーラ、前回のお話の続きよ。
I figured that's where it's going. I knew this would have happened from the second she invited me for a tea party.
レーナとの関係、何か進展があったんでしょ？お見通しよ。白状なさい。
It'd be a lie if I said there hasn't been some progress. Not that I wanted to give her any specifics, yeah. See, I've been curious about this particular topic since last week's tea party, but there was a clear difference between then and now. All things that could have happened this week, I may have gotten Reina pregnant, yeah. But she has no choice to move forward no matter how we may struggle otherwise.
告白はした？
You shouldn't ask something like that. Don't ask prying questions yet. Yeesh. But yeah, I did. It wasn't something to hide either.
いいわね、告白。恋愛の醍醐味は告白よね。どんな風に？やっぱりバラに敷き詰められた教会で結婚してくださいって。オーラからひざまずいて。
I cut her off. She's not talking anyways. As if there's anyone in Japan who do that. There's probably only 2 or 3 like that on Earth, yeah. Can't say it how I did it. You can tell her she had sex under the influence, and I confessed to her in a panic when I realized I may have gotten her pregnant.
ならいいわ。で、レーナの返事は？
She needed more time.
はあ、レーナの態度は変わっていないから、多分そうだと思ったけれど。
Couldn't say it. She'd put her answer on hold, but still accepted it without any explanation.
でも大丈夫よ、オーラ。私そんなオーラのためにクリスマスのパーティーを企画したんだもの。
Just for him, my gosh, huh? It's for me. I thought this was just some princess lark, but I'd seen her central focus. It made me happy and it took this an act of kindness, but it did put me on the spot. She's probably like, why didn't you do my route, man? I'm sorry, girl. Off screen, I'll probably do your route, yeah. What is it? A dance party of sorts, I bet? Or I'm supposed to confess about after the dance is over?
バラを散りばめたムードバッチリの場所を用意しておくわ。
Oh, brother, spare me, please. I clearly couldn't go along with that. I shook my head. It would be pointless, even if she did prepare a place for me to confess. What's important now is how Reina feels. Her feelings will determine everything. Tell how messy everything I've been. I already said everything I needed to say. The only question left were Reina's feelings. This wasn't something I could control.
そう。レーナはなぜ保留にするか言っていた？
About that. If I were to leave out anything pregnancy related, basically she doesn't know if we can date because we're friends. I didn't think that was the biggest issue Reina was hung up on. She's worried our friendship would fall apart. I was naturally concerned by that aspect too. The biggest issue to both of us was
何それ？
not something that made sense to a princess.
お友達だからお付き合いできないってどういうこと？
Oh, brother, girl. Although it would change the nature of our relationship.
そんなのおかしいわ。お友達で恋人。それでいいじゃない。
You're so innocent, girl. It's not that simple.
簡単よ。
I was pretty serious, but she didn't understand. She really made it sound like sound like it were the easiest thing in the world.
要する
You mean
に
it was?
お友達と恋人のバランスが取れていればいいのでしょ？
Huh.
それってレーナの一番得意なことだわ。
Balance. Heard that word before. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Balance, huh? I was good at maintaining interpersonal balance.
本人のことだから難しいこともあるかもだけど、そ の分はオーロがフォローしてあげて。ほらね、そしたらみんなラブラブでみんなハッピーよ。
Silly flash a carefree smile. Unsure I should say this is to a princess, but Sylvia, I get it now. Breezy.
能天気？天気は晴れてるけど。
I just noticed this thing right here kind of looks like a target symbol in like a video game or something, with a first-person shooter. I just noticed that. Okay, I don't mean the weather. I mean your personality. That's a wonderful personality trait to have.
そう？
That appeared to be all she wanted to discuss as she took a breather and grabbed her cup of black tea. There's little we could discuss in such a short amount of time, and our 15 minutes is now up.
ねえオーロ、私オーロもレイナも大好きよ。
Yeah, aw. I was totally used to hearing the word at this point, but it still made me blush.
私この日本に来て毎日すごく楽しいけれど、そのうち半分くらいは二人がそばにいてくれるからだわ。
Aw,
私のゴールデンタイムは
my golden time, yeah.
クリスマス期待していて。とても楽しいパーティーを開く予定だから。
I'm sure, yeah.
姫様！
What is it?
ちょっと。
Did you not tell her? Heard a scary Prince's voice.
ちゃん、
What the fuck? Suddenly the toy's mouth opened wide and Sylvie tossed the entire tea set inside the house.
じゃあ
What?
オロ、私は行くから。
Sure.
キュラちゃん、ゴー！
On Sylvie hopped on, flames burst from Kiro's legs and took off in the air. That thing is insane. How the hell do you have that thing around here, okay? That thing becomes more and more ridiculous every single day. That's what I'm saying. How is that allowed on this
姫様、
campus?
またベッドを抜け出して。あ、もういない。待て
Sylvie and Ellie silent were their usual selves. With that, I headed back to the dorm. The thing that I was most mindful of is this girls' dorm happened around 9 o'clock each night. Everyone went to bed at the same time, leaving the floor empty. It's almost absurdly wealthy circadian rhythms, but it wasn't as if there weren't those who didn't fit that mold. Yeah, what's up?
ちょっと寝れなくてね。寒いからかな。
She was drinking a hot coffee milk, of course. Coffee
す
milk?
ぐ部屋戻るよ。おやすみオーロ。
Seemingly satisfied by our discussion, Reina finished her drink and stood up. Hang on a second.
何？
I'm very nice place so we could have a leisurely chat.
こんな直球の送り狼に狙われるとは。
Wow. You followed me willingly, so I didn't drag you anywhere,
な
yeah.
るほど。
Reina was acting like her normal self, yeah. But you're not going to be able to sleep for a while since you just had coffee. Keep me company and let's talk.
私カフェインは全然平気な人だけど。
Yeah, I've heard Japanese people have a high tolerance for caffeine, but have trouble fending off drowsiness. In fact, you're drinking that all probably means you're having trouble sleeping, right?
うん。
Coffee milk was optimal for boosting her mood. Additionally, Reina chugged down a coffee milk at this hour meant she was down in the dumps. What happened?
いやー、まあね、一晩経ったらいろいろ考えてきちゃって。
She patted her belly. Oh, brother. I got it. She's feeling anxious now that she's down time to think. This isn't something I can really say. But all you can do for now is to wait for the result of your examination. You can think about it after. The odds of her conceiving were low, and there were plenty of paths she could take if she were to get pregnant. As such, there was nothing to worry about right now, but there was still nothing she could do to help that uneasy feeling it gave her. I sat beside her. Come here.
あ、
Aw. That's what it sounded like, I didn't even need to make that sound effect, dude. Cute face. Pulled her head in close. Gave her a lap pillow. Oh,
この
how you
前
doing
と
to
パ
her?
ターンが逆だね。
Yeah, looks like it. You can cry if you want. I'll listen to your grumble all night while I gently pat your head. Just paid after last time.
口なんてないよ。
Really, personally speaking, Rally, you cried your eyes out and made us even. I was beyond pathetic when she done this for me, so it'd be great if you did the same to put us on equal ground,
い
Reina.
らない。 別に言いたい愚痴とかないし。た
Really
だ、
now?
頭は撫でてほしいかな。
Aw. Reina spun herself around. She rolled over and faced my stomach.
撫でて。
On it. I mimicked what she'd done for me last time and stroked her hair. Reina's flashy, bleached hair was surprisingly glossy and pleasant to touch. Reina looked like she was enjoying it.
膝枕って強烈だね。
Now there's something alright, definitely. Makes sense why I fell for you, doesn't it?
私のこと好きって、もしかして膝枕きっかけ？
It was certainly a big part of it.
うわぁ、オーロさん、意外と甘えん坊ちゃんですか？
Yeah, I'm telling you, there was nothing to it than that. I covered my face with my other hand as I wished my fingers through her hair. You're a cheerful, kind, and considerate person. I'm sure I was drawn to you ever since we became friends. I love you, Reina. I missed her all over again. It was a total natural flow, and managed to say it without flubbing my words. I wasn't haphazard like the last time, and I managed to confess my love to her anew. What was her answer? Shelly pulled my hand away from her face. Hey, Reina. Fell asleep. No way. I'd fallen asleep. You dozed off with the mood we had going. I delivered a super impressive confession too. Like last time, I was a huge bundle of nerves. Yeah. Was it just the relaxing effect of the coffee milk? She was legitimately out cold. Yeesh. How much I could do if she'd fallen asleep. I laid her down in bed. Sit her under the covers so she wouldn't catch a cold. As for me, what did you do? I'd sleep over here. I'd get over to sofa with me. Why are you going outside? Oh boy, you got a couch in there, my guy. Well, I lay down. We had a great time going just now. Somebody told me I was a little too hasty. Balance is difficult. You should have just slept. Oh, okay. Maybe he did go in there. Okay, why didn't he just sleep on the couch in there?
金色ラブ
That
リ
I
ッ
would
チ
have done. Come on, man.
2学期もあと2日ね。
That's
今
right.
日と明日が授業で、土日を抜けたら月曜が終業式で、そして冬休みですね。シルビアさんは冬休み、お忙しいそうで。
1日も公務が外せないわ。年末はさすがに開くけれど、開いたらすぐに帰国して、今度は
A bunch
母
of
国でい
families,
ろいろ
huh?
な家を回らな。
大変ですね。
Sorry to cut you off.
菊池代くんは？
年末はゆっくりできそうです。年始は7日で61の企業を回る過密スケジュールですが。
61 companies. What? In a week's time, too. Noble sure do have it rough, huh?
庶民はおこたでぬくぬくみかんでも食べてるよ。
Yeah, you know.
ねえ、聞いて2人とも。エルったらひどいの。あんなにみっちり予定を入れてるのにもっと公務が入れられそうとか言い出すのよ。
Damn.
そりゃクリスマスを無理やり開けてもらったのは私だけど。
Wow.
何？背中がかゆい。私の話聞いてくれてないのね。
Yeah, she didn't.
かゆい。背中かゆい。何これ？
Kinda squirming.
冬は乾燥しますし、厚着になるので汗ももできますからね。
かも。やばい。奥だ。背中の奥の方かゆい。
Had a silly scratch it. That sounds like hell. She's trying to reach around her back, but she didn't seem flexible enough. She couldn't reach. Come on, girl. I thought you'd be flexible enough to reach that. However, I'm pretty flexible, so I can reach my entire
ちょ
back,
っと
yeah.
ジルビー。書いて。はいはい。
There you go. Squish, squish.
どう？ちょっと違う。もうちょっと横の。上？違うな。もっとこう。
場所がわからないようですね。
Come on, just say it. That totally happens, especially when you dress heavy in winter. Could be quite perplexing, even if she used a back scratcher or similar to try and satisfy the itch.
い意識したらもっと痒くなってきた。
What is your problem?
どうしましょう。ここかしら。シルビー、微妙な力加減でやらないで。逆にかゆい。
What? Squirming. Here, rub. Rub against the area beneath her shoulder.
変な声出ちゃった。そこほら、クリーンヒット。
That's so? Better keep it up, then I went. around behind her, gave her some solid scratches. You're enjoying that way too much, girl.
レイナ、すごい顔になっているわ。
You points it out. Look at that face. It's so cute, though.
いやー、これは。
Squirming. Huh. Of course, the events led me to do this, but her back sure was soft. My hand still remembered the softness of her breast, but oh man, but her back was also pleasantly tender, so he did touch her there too.
お
Oh
はようご
man.
ざいます。
Whoops. Someone else had come in. I pulled my hands away.
おはよう、エルチン。
Ellie
朝から
Jin.
何です？変な声を出して。
いや、気持ちよくてさ。サンキュー、オーロ。もういいよ。
Sure.
オーロは人の背中を描くのも上手なのね。
Everyone has at least one talent at their disposal, and I guess scratching people's backs is mine. Yeah. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, you know? If so, my life would be hopeless,
よ
yeah.
くわかりません。
Just at least set her back down to again, the regular shoulders. You need to back scratch too.
いえ、ちょっと背中が。
こっちもかゆいかよ。グッドタイミング。
Oh, brother. You said
今、
good
オ
timing
ー
in
ロ
English,
の素
by the
晴
way.
らしい才能が見つかったところなの。
I really have a knack for scratching people's backs. It's the time to say it aloud. It was a depressing
エ
skill.
ルもぜひ試してみるといいわ。
いえ、私は普通に手が届きますが。
Notice I twisted her shoulder and scratched on her own, yeah. Athletic types like her seem to have limber
ダ
joints.
メよ。オーロにやってもらう方がいいわ。オーロ、やってあげて。
Only she wants. For some reason, the princess ordered her to stop.
で
Yeah,
は、お願いできますか？
I guess we'll do. Went around to the back. Rub. Around here?
もう少し下。
My god, how
Another
itchy can you guys' back be? Then rub. Scratching that massage-like fashion. His hind back has been muscular and felt so taut and strongly, whatever. Yeah, it's rather alluring points for sure.
いい力加減です。おっしゃる通り、市松殿には才能があるかも。
Heck yeah.
ヒットした。
Oh brother. Oh brother.
エルが見たこともない顔をしているわ。写メ撮ろうよ、この顔。
Oh my god.
おやめください。
You're enjoying that way too much. What's she doing? I'd love to see it for myself. It's a pity I couldn't see her expression while I scratched her
お
back.
はよう。背中がかゆいわ。次の生贄発見。それかこめー。かこめー。何？さあ、オーロ。次の子だよ。張り切ってどうぞ。どうぞ。
On it. He's gonna scratch her back. He doesn't even care, man. Maybe I'm just like now. Reina and Sylvie had caught her.
後ろに来ないで。
Now it's just a scratch. Whoa! Shot at me.
ごめん、あやかっち。ジョークだったのよ。
Yeah, jeez.
慣れ慣れしい真似はやめてちょうだい。
Sorry. Her previous hostility may have disappeared, but I still wouldn't consider us on great terms. I tend to touch her back without asking was a mistake, and I let her reflect on that. Yeah.
まったく、後ろに来られると。思い出しちゃうじゃない。
You didn't have to shout. Huh? She left, still angry. What little time we had remaining of our second term passed in the usual boisterous, rowdy fashion. Look at them chasing that bird,
金
man.
色ラブリッチ。
I saw Mina there for a little bit. I'm surprised she's usually not on these loading screens. Well, I guess it's not really a loading screen, like a transition screen. Final day of second term, alright.
今日が終われば、来週は終業式だけで、もう冬休みですね。
That reminds me, how's winter break going to affect radio
も
calisthenics?
ちろん続けますよ。お休みでも朝は朝、一緒に燃えましょうと言いつつも、お休みに入ると皆さんご実家に帰省されるので、1日2日やったらおしまいとなりそうです。
Really? Alright.
来週からは忙しくなりますわ。
You got the same schedule as Sylvie.
憂鬱ですわ。王女さんは大変なのですね。頑張りましょう、神なるさん。心が燃えてれば、どんな過密スケジュールも熱い気持ちでこなせます。バーニングですよ。
I love her energy. What's gotten into you?
燃えてきましたわ。さあ、ゲロー。2学期の締めくくりにふさわしくラジオ体操、気合を入れていきますわよ。
Oh,
ファイヤ
brother.
ーです。
The hot-blooded types are multiplying. Yeah. For the middle of winter, it was once sweltering morning.
お
Really?
す。
Oh.
あ先週はもっとすごいことしたんだし、照れるのやめてくれる？
Yeah, really. Yeah, I gotcha. Turn off an unusual high spirits, so I answered her with as much as my usual energy as I could. Oh man. I was sure she meant it as a prank, but I wasn't sure such a ladies' man that I could act normally around her after that spur of the moment blowjob. Oh, brother. Wait, what? Spur of the moment? Wait, did something else happen and we didn't see? When you gave her lap pillow, did something happen? When that extended the classroom relationship became more complex, I decided to treat like no deal to overcome my shyness.
そう。
It'd been the case when I come over again tonight.
バカ。
Yeah, we're gonna let out a shrill laugh. Go back to your usual
おはよ
mood.
うら。何の話？
Nothing. This is about how the massage Reina gave me felt really nice.
ああ、いいわね、レイナ。私もしてほしいわ。
Surprised you don't want Oro to massage your back.
シルビーにはない部分を使うからね。
Don't say it like that. I'd like our usual selves and the second term, but I
オー
know.
ロ君、よろしいですか？
What's up, man? Sure. Fukuchiyo called me out to
気
me.
になることがあってさ。
What is it? Saigo and Yamamoto were trailing closely behind me. We moved away from the girls' chat.
実は昨日も3人で例の錦の湯へ行っていたのです
Oh
が、
no, not this shit again. What is it? Just how bad you want to see naked women, yeah.
誤解です。僕たちもう最近では普通に銭湯に通うのが好きになっただけです。
Okay.
そうですよ。
ちょうどいいんだよ、あそこ。
Really now? That's about how are all the ratings now?
ええ、
Well, all said and done, Japanese really did love to hop into a wide open bath. For me, honestly, I don't think I'd feel very comfortable. Like, like remember, you're nude, you know? It's not like you're wearing a swimsuit or something like that. Like, dude, I just don't think I'd be very comfortable. And you're all in like one bath, and I'm more of a shower guy, first of all. And like, I don't know, like, especially with people you don't know, that'd be even more
あ
awkward.
の庶民的な武骨なタイルと湯船の狭さが快適なんです。僕の家にある浴場は大理石やヒノキで作った25メートルプールくらいの広さなので落ち着
I
か
mean,
ない。
that sounds kind of nice. Everything you just said takes me off to no idea. The rich
あ
people,
そこ
yeah.
は番台のおばあ様が大変上品でいらっしゃるから見守られながらお風呂というのがなんというか子供の頃に戻ったようで安らげてい
Okay, then.
てできれば一緒に入って背中を流してもらったり 逆に僕が彼女の背中を
Was this guy obsessed with mommies? I don't think it's him. Or is it? That's an old lady, though. Look at your face, it's the nose. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is him, yeah. But not like old, like wrinkly old. I don't know, fruit. I don't know. What? Well, Jason, I'm only older than you until you hit 50, yeah, I
3
guess.
人裸の付き合いっていいもんなんだ。何も隠さず友人と接するってさ。1
Okay.
月も今度は一緒に来ないか？お前の裸も
But, yeah,
男同士の友情の意味で。
he gone way past that.
とにかく錦の湯に行っていたのですが、
また例のあの野球部の連中とぶつかったんだよ。
Yeah, from Hamaman.
はい。
It wasn't unusual for the whole club to head to the bathhouse as a group and went all the time to wash away the sweat after parties back in the day. How about bad timing, huh? Why don't you get used to that part already, though? I get that you're scared of some huge crowd of crew cut muscle heads, but it's not like they pick fights with you,
い
right?
え、怖かったわけではありません。おっしゃる通り、さすがに慣れました。
我々とは離れたところで入っていますし
Okay.
若々しい角刈りヌードに囲まれるってのもなかなか。
Dude. Sound like there was no issue then, yeah.
僕たちはいいのですが、
However.
島君がいなかったのです。
Torio wasn't?
それでさ、聞く気はなかったんだけど、聞こえてきたんだ。
Yeah, you just happened over here,
島
yeah.
君ですけど。
野球部を辞めるかもしれない。
Oh, damn. Why are you looking in the sky all of a sudden? What in the world is going on?
本人からは何も聞いてない。
Oh, is that his girlfriend that evening? I called Torio several times in his lunch break, but he wouldn't pick up. Later, I got in touch with the mutual acquaintance, okay? Never seemed like he hadn't been in touch with her either.
日曜日、オーロ君に会いに行ったんでしょ？何も聞かなかったの？
Sorry.
棟梁君は口下手なんだから気を使ってあげてよ。
Really, I'm not his keeper or anything, yeah. I'll send him a message too, so you just tell him to call me the second he gets out of
はい
practice.
はい。
Huh?
なんだかんだで、オーロ君、いつでも棟梁君のこと心配してるよね。好きだよ。オーロ君のそういう優しいとこ。
Oh, thanks, Chica, huh? Just tell him to call me. Yeah, this girlfriend hung up. I think it's pronounced Chica, even though it's spelled different. How the heck was this going to play out, for crying out loud? There's no real way of telling since we went to different schools, but it did seem that news of Torio quitting the baseball club hadn't gone public yet. I was infeasible in the first place since he is a star of hope for the Japanese baseball industry. The only logical reason for quitting would be due to an injury or otherwise. I seemed fine when I saw him yesterday. I really wish you got to talk to him yesterday. Then, the only reason I could imagine was the slump he mentioned before had gotten worse. Everyone saw him as a rising star, which likely contributed to further stress and mental burnout. It wasn't impossible. The mentality of his was the greatest weakness. Give me a break. I could only hope this didn't turn into one giant pain in the neck.
どうかした？
Nothing.
ならその新規癖つら引っ込めろ。タバコがまずくなる。
And quit smoking, girl. Tell out harsh, yeah.
お前、嘘がつけるほどポーカーフェイスうまくないぞ。
Poker face. Like Lady Gaga and everything.
何があったんだよ。
Rhea took a drag of her cigarette and looked down where she spoke. It's become clear to me lately. Where she didn't look directly at me, it meant she was a little embarrassed. Thanks a bunch for your concern.
心配なんてしてねえよ。
How adorable. Sorry, I thought, but I don't have it. Sorry though, but I don't have enough of a handle of the situation to ask her advice yet.
そう。
It made me feel a little bit better though. Thank you, Rhea.
だから礼言われることは何も。チェ。
She really was cute. But about how about that? Impatience is shown on my face that badly. Chica was right, I was still worried about him. You know, I was done with him.
じゃねえな。戸締まりよろー。い。
You can see a group of girls leaving out of the nearby classrooms. Fashion studio. Peeked inside. Like last time, Reina was working hard on one of her designs. Decided she was so focused on her task she didn't notice me yet. The golden ratio was it. She was working out her design using protractors, rulers and the likes to measure and allocate the clothing.
血を伸ばすとこのレースがな。
She even thought while working through her process. If I had to interrupt, better head home. Just as I was about to leave the room. Wow. Oh, sorry. I shoulder smacked in the door.
あ、
Damn.
オーロ。どうしたん？
Nothing, I was just passing by and saw you were working. I won't interrupt or wrap up here before it gets too dark.
おう。
Head outside. Damn.
オーロ。
Reina caught up to me and coolly raked her fingers through her hair.
帰るなら一緒しよう。
Okay, cool. You sure?
いいよ。今日はスランプ気味。スランプの時に根を詰めると変なデザインになるから。
Yeah, gotcha. Decided to head back together. Sitting dark anyway, so this worked out perfectly.
だね。
We kept conversation light.
はあ、いよ よいよ冬休みだね。
Sun had set with her white sigh instantly dissolved into the dark of the night.
来週は終業式。つまり成績判定だけど。いかがですか、オーロさん。今のお気持ちは。
It's new to me, so I couldn't say. Yeah, I'd taken a bullshit based test the other day. Oh, one of those, huh? At least it's not like essays or whatever. 10-page essay due by right now. Our scores would come back Monday. It wasn't just a test grade, but a report card sorts that also took our regular coaching to learning into account. Yeah, things were not looking good for me. Not only were my test grades abysmal, my study habits were just as poor. Worked hard to stay at a level where it won't interfere with graduation. I want to graduate as peacefully as possible from Noble Academy to take advantage of their connections and eventually become a civil servant.
年寄りくさ。
Well, you don't gotta be like that, girl. Oh, shut up. That's more enough for me. Besides, would likely consider it tame or believe it meant for my life was miserable. But that's how I wanted it. There's also the idea of anything more complex than that.
そういえば。
Yeah?
朝から変な顔してたけど。何かあった？
Yeah. My sharp observation skills were as sharp as ever and had struck fire for the first time in ages. There was no reason for me to hide it from her. You remember Torio, right? The guy from the other day?
島君。
He might be a little off his game. He didn't say anything about it yesterday, so I doubt it's anything major. Even if there were, it's none of my business.
関係なくないでしょ。
ん？
そんな一日中しかめっ面してるんだから。友達なんだからほっとけない。オーロってそういうやつだよ。
Aww, look at that cute smile. I love it. It's so cute, man. Look at that. It's so adorable. Maybe. Personally, I didn't think it fit into the nice guy mold. Or I wonder if it might be true now that Reina has said as much out loud. It used to be great if I were, yeah. Alright, the conversation carried on. She ended up joining me all the way here. I'm gonna save real fast. Just went and saved there. I bet you remember everything that happened the second you walk in here, huh?
まあね。
Our sexual encounter had occurred in this very room. It must have weighed heavily on her mind.
でもまあ、恥ずかしがることはないよね。50-50で。
Really now. I didn't know what type of drug it was, but it didn't sound like she was put off enough by me to run away. Reina took a seat in her usual spot in the bed. Like clockwork, I handed her Ramune.
Thank you. でさ、
You're welcome.
島君だけど。
She said in English, dude. Yeah.
オーロって島君のこと嫌ってるとかで
I
は
don't
ない
think he
の？
hates him. I don't think so. Huh?
だ
Why?
ってつい先週だよ。島君が来て、オーロ精神的にメタメタだったじゃん。
True. Only Reina knew that I cried my eyes out after I saw
で
Torio.
もほら、前の土曜、あれしちゃった日の午前は普通に遊んでたよね。どういう感情なの？
It's not as if I hate him. At the end of the day, we've been friends since we were little. You got childhood friends too, don't you? Like that handsome Hongo-san? I wonder if it's the same. You get this feeling where you both do and don't force yourself to get along. My relationship with Torio is like
わ
that.
かるような、わからんような。
Reina tilted her head. In her case, I was sure she wouldn't burst into tears if she happened to run into Hongo-san. Our differences were trivial as far as I was concerned. It was just a little obnoxious, I guess, to him, or maybe more so when I remember what happened between us. I was so obnoxious it made me cry. But it isn't anything anymore.
そうなの？
It's annoying anymore, sorry. Yeah, it's all about my system now. Thanks to everything you did for me.
あ
I was talking about the lap pillow, not the sex
あ、
stuff.
わかってるって。いい話風だったのに、エロネタ挟まないでよ。
Anyway, thanks to your incredible thighs, I don't consider him obnoxious anymore, yeah. Or the past for the matter. By climbing your lap. That night, I was able to think more about food than before. I come to realize that I was able to attend Noble Academy and meet Reina because I'd given up on the baseball team
そっ
club.
か。照れるにゃー。なんか私、いい感じのことをしてたっぽい？
Heck yeah, it was a fine lap pillow, yeah. Reina smirked. She helped people like that. if only this, like if it were only second nature. Yeah, I didn't recognize such an ability as one of her stronger weak points.
オーロ、
Yeah,
あの時の約束はまだ有効だからね。
promise.
ほほ。
She pat her
ま
thighs.
た
Uh-oh.
来たくなったらいつでも来ていいって。
Huh? She was smiling bashfully. Heck yeah, it's promise. How close I hadn't forgotten. I mean, heck. How about right now then?
はい。
But I said I wanted to right now. What would you do?
ー
She looked stumped. As abusive our promise it was supposed to be, and when I wanted to cry, so I had no reason to have her provide a lap pillow at the moment. Not to mention the lap pillow yesterday actually turned into a erotic incident. It's so she actually did do some other stuff to you. Okay, yeah. She gave her consent, and there was no telling how this would play out. But
スケベ。
I won't deny that. For as awkward as Reina looked, her grin never faded.
じゃあ、その。
Tied up the front of her skirt, and she leveled out her thighs so they'd be perfect as a pillow. What? Who's calling right now? Damn it! Yeah, I checked my cell phone. It's from Toria. I better answer that. I was absolute nuisance.
オーロから電話してって言ったんでしょ。
Yeah, you better answer it, man. Ugh.
もしもし、オーロ。
Hey, doing okay? By your tone, you sound like you're fine. Cool, catch you later then. Dude, saying about the lap pillow,
ち
Reina.
ゃんと出なさい。
God damn it. I call him back. Hello?
もしもし。なんだったんださっきの。
Sorry, cut you off too low. He just kind of poured out on me for a second there. Don't worry about it. So I imagine you've already heard from Chica.
うん。
Heard you're quitting the team. Toria felt silent. What the hell? Tell me, I never quit already. I knew better than anyone that he had no other path forward in life other than baseball. Come on, man. You don't have to be that cruel.
なわけないじゃん。
I bet. You see? Thought so. You the guys that Mom and misunderstood, or else Vichio's little group misheard. I had known as much the whole time, and I wasn't the least bit shocked.
また電話するよ。もう冬休みだよな。今度チェカちゃんも交えて3人で会えないか。
No need. I'm going to see Chica over New Year's. I'll see you later.
また電話する。
Are you gonna see him on New Year's too? Man.
どうなった？
Nothing really at the topic of whether he might quit the baseball club came up, but it sounded like it was a huge
うー
misunderstanding.
ん。なんでそんな話？
I would have asked some more questions, honestly. Who knows? It kind of just happened. I didn't know the particulars of what led to that misunderstanding, nor did I care. Get out of the way, Reina. It's lap pillow time. Yeah, it's lap pillow time. I need lap pillow all over the place.
しつこいな。どんだけやってほしいのよ。
Of course, I want you to.
おお、逆ギレした。
Spaz. I'll try, but you did say I could use your lap anytime. Oh, brother. Oh, he tried to get on her, dude. Oh, God, I dove onto the floor.
痛そうだね。
Lap pillow. He told me he'd do it for me. Layla.
流れるようにダダっこモード。この男できる。そしてうざい。もう
Oh, brother, he really likes it. Oh, there we go. Yay! Lap pillow, no, an embrace. Bring my face into her chest. Oh, into her chest! Oh, my face is in her boobs. Oh my god, dude. Oh, he's enjoying that. That's a great reward for you,
よし
man.
よし。落ち着け。
Ugh. I'll attempt I worked out. And, there's a door to her boobs, dude. I had the door something even better than a lap pillow, but Dan Reina was, cut above me in every, conceivable way. That's how last night, the second term came to an end. Made the end of the year ceremony on Monday. The only question left would be how the most climactic and decisive moment of our young lives would turn out. Heck yeah. That's even better than a lap pillow, man. Okay, stop.
金色ラブリッチェ。
I mean, I enjoyed that. You enjoy that, man. You deserved it. Sunday. I was restless the moment I woke up. Reina was expected to learn the results of her examination following her appointment at 10 o'clock that morning. The messenger of those results didn't return to the dorm until 1 o'clock that
いや
afternoon.
ー、昼飯サンキューあやかっち。美味しいね、あそこのうなぎ。
I know people do eat eel, but like, I don't think I'd ever be able to do that,
浜
man.
松湖で養殖しているうなぎでも最高なものです。迷惑をかけたのですから、これくらいはしませんと。
Thanks. You're late, you know. She got into the doctor to find out whether or not she was pregnant. Reina was supposed to get the results around 11 o'clock, but she and Usagi had grabbed lunch on their way back to the academy. They made me wait 3 hours. 3 hours? They can't even call you? I'm nervous wreck.
ごめんごめん。これからパワーつけなきゃいけないから、精のつくのを。
Did they look at the results though?
お母さんってやっぱり体力勝負らしいから。
Oh. Then, well, as for the test, I look down at her feet. Oh. That means Reina.
陰性でしたよ。
Oh. I fell flat on my face. Were you trolling me again, girl? You trolled me again. At least she's funny. You're not pregnant?
あやかっち。
I would have shouted
バ
that,
ラす
but
の
yeah.
早すぎかよ。
I didn't feel like it.
私の選んだアフターピルが悪いものだと思われては心外です。
Yeah. My gosh, Reina.
というわけで、今日の時点で陰性。
Okay.
来週が最終検査だって。
先ほどホルモン薬をいただいてきました。99% 妊娠の心配はありませんわ。
99%? How that's so? I felt wiped out. The last week I've been overwhelmed with the idea of what I'd do if I became a father. Anyway, we now knew Reina wasn't pregnant. Well, there you go, man. There's your answer. Just call us high so we head in.
この3人でこの部屋に集まると、なんだね。
Yeah, I guess so. All you think about was the incident from a few weeks ago. That was a week ago,
結
sorry.
果的に私は変化なしだったみたいだけど、あやかっちどう？あれから変わったこととかある？
Good question. No issue with that. Yeah, those. I don't want to read
こ
that.
とではないでしょ。
Yeah,
ご心配なく。問題は生じておりません。
that's good.
よかったよかった。
何も変化ありませんわ。
Yeah, really.
2日に1回が1日3回に増えた以外。
Oh, man. Oh, 3 times for a dead girl.
私はもう行きます。木崎さん、来週もお忘れなく。
Right. Like Chronicles remembers a new group saying that. I see someone say right like that. It's like, I just think of that scene. Right. That's crab eel. Oh my god. I love to eat some eel too. I won. You and I were now alone. Would I try? I don't know, man. Just the idea of eel of all things. Okay, with that so, like, there's certain... I'm not a big seafood guy. Like, I'll try a lot of foods, but like, there's some foods I don't think I would try. I don't think I would try eel. I definitely wouldn't try that one, like poisonous fish, that like puffer fish like thing. At some like professional chefs cook around the poison and everything, like get rid of it and all that. Like, I would definitely not have that. Like, I remember that in Total Drama when they cooked that and like it failed and everything with Lindsay and Trent. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, did I read that part? I don't know.
パパにはなれなかったね。
Yeah. Yep.
残念？それともほっとした？
It's probably more relieved. Half and half. I guess that makes sense, yeah. It's pathetic that part of me that's relieved wins out, huh?
そんなことないよ。私もなんだかんだほっとしてる。
Yeah.
ほっとはしてるけど、この1週間空想の中で可愛がってた我が子がいないのは
You can always
ちょい
have
寂しいかな。
some in the future. She gently rubbed her stomach. Well, the same. I was more relieved than but not. I did feel a bit lonely that metaphorically binding us together was now gone. Then that all happened on what came next. Hey, Reina. I wasn't sure I should say this, but then when the possibility just disappeared. But as I said before, I would love to have a baby with you. Conversation veered into embarrassing territory. Reina turned away. Can we not?
だから、まだ考えられないって。もうちょっと待ってよ。
A bit longer. I already waited a week, yeah. I also came to the conclusion that everything really would be okay if we started dating.
なんで
Because we struck a balance. But so we said, quoted a certain someone. On the outside, don't the two of us make great friends?
それは、まあ、
We were worried whether things would fall apart if we started dating, and I felt that way up until a week ago myself. But I was wrong. I figured it out, and we'll be fine. We stuck a perfect
友
balance.
達と恋人のバランスってこと
Exactly. Certain someone had told me it would be okay as long as we work together towards finding a balance. My friend had been trending more and more toward maintaining that sort of balancing acts, or as immensely frustrating as that had occasionally been. I didn't think it was a good thing. You don't think we can maintain both? Friends and lovers, I mean. Do you not believe we can do both?
友達で恋人。
It's not things I've felt this week. I think we can pull it off. How about you?
わかんない。
Didn't look like the idea had settled in her head
だ
yet.
ってさ、やっぱり小さい頃から恋ってのはこうもっと
I'm sure he can make it more romantic if he really wanted it like that.
違うのかな。
You're a girl full of dreams,
う
huh?
っさい。オーロが悪い。
Huh?
そりゃオーロは男の中じゃ一番仲いいし、好きは好きだし、エッチなことしてもいい感じだとは思ってるけど、
God, you naughty stuff together,
こ
well.
う好きってなるものがない。だからオーロが悪い。
Rude.
もっとこうかっこいいとこ見せてくれたらこっちもスパッと恋に落ちてラブラブチュッチュだったかもしれないのに。
Oh wow, don't hit me where it hurts, yeah. Fair enough, I couldn't remember ever showing her a cool side of myself. Like between all the times I cried and complained, I had to admit I had shown her more of my flaws than anything else.
だから。
Hmm?
てりゃ
Huh? Blah! She lunged at me without warning. Unable to catch her, I was pushed back onto the bed. Reina shot me in the process. Ooh!
ああ、情けない。今のでパッてお姫様抱っこして受け止めてくれたらかっこよかったのに。
Damn. No chance with how little warning you gave me. That was dangerous. She nearly snapped my lower back.
オーロ、一つだけ条件。
ん？
これから先、いつでもいい。一回だけでいいから、かっこいいとこ見せてよ。約束するなら、付き合ってあげる。できる？
I can't, I promise. I hadn't considered how I put off such a feat in any concrete terms, but there was no way I wouldn't just nod my head and agree right now. Now that I promised.
OK。じゃあ、
I love how she sometimes speaks
今
English.
日から友達兼恋人だね。
Heck yeah, man. Gonna kiss me. Ooh, that's the prerequisite. After a week-long balancing act, we were officially a couple. Heck yeah. How should I go about showing her my cool side? I wasn't yet sure. She and I would continue to be close friends. It was the only one thing that I was convinced we could pull off with extreme ease. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Alright, I figured out that the whole transition screen was coming, dude. I could feel it in my gut right there. Alright. In a term ceremony. There's a ceremony? Such inefficient matters were seemingly shunned at Noble Academy, so that formalities were wrapped up in a scant 10 minutes that morning. The premier focus on today were our ended term report cards. Oh boy. It's only Noble Academy where its students had individual growth, so they comprehensively split students into ranks, grades included.
A です。
An A for you guys.
テストは100点ですけど、特にエキスパートプランで打ち込んでいることがありませんので。
Expert planning course, that's a thing? B, I feel like that's a letdown for you, you know?
同じく B です。
B, okay.
逆
I
に
mean, I'd take
私
a
は
B.
テスト微妙だったけど、デザイナー部門で頑張ってるから B だったよ。ポー
Okay.
ルは
Oh no, I'm scared. B! No, the lower strength from whatever, dude.
まあそうなるでしょうね。
Damn. Apologies not to worry about grades as long as I can graduate, but it really grinds my gears when you attack ranks like that. Yeah,
エキ
attack
スパー
ranks.
トプランで特に何もしていないのだから、テスト成績くらい取らないと卒業が危ういですよ。
I guess. For real?
高点さえ出さなければ大学はないのでご安心を。向上心のないクズはノーブル学園にはふさわしくない。学園の恥なので消えてほしいというだけですわ。
Shut up, girl. Won't be expelled, that's a
プ
relief.
ライドのない男。所詮は庶民ね。庶民よあんなやつ。ただの庶民。
Yeah.
ねえねえ、ところでシルビー、今日時間くれるんだよね。ええ、約束だものね。
Oh, brother, The school day ended around 10 o'clock and winter break had begun, however. Where are you
被
going?
服室。オールはついてきちゃダメだよ。レーナがね、作ってる服が完成しそうだから、モデルをやらせてくれるっていうの。
Okay. Ah. Another cosplay rally? Well, then I will absolutely have to
今
attend,
回
yeah.
は真面目なやつ。覗き見 NG。
Aw, darn.
でも、ブルマとスクミズを合体させたくっそエロいのも作ったんだよな。あれも試着ってもらおうかな。
Oh, me.
ダメ
Oh my god. Ugh. I was driven away. Aw. So I familiar face headed in a different direction from usual. Towards somewhere deserted near the dorm. Hey!
んだよ。ほんと一人になろうって時に限って来るな、お前。
Oh, why are you going out of your way to be alone so much? There, there.
まあ、お前ならいいけど。
You're lit up cigarette. Did you make it to the end of term ceremony?
職員室行って成績表だけもらってきた。
Oh yeah? What was your verdict? I would just hope for a fellow D ranker. Knowing someone like her who hardly ever participated in class, she'd probably get like a B.
B。
I knew it, I called, yeah. And she said in English, oh mate, what is B in Japanese just B? Huh? No way, how'd you... Don't you cut class constantly?
2学期は1回も出てない。
Some people do
で
that
も
and
エ
they
キ
pass
ス
the
パート
test.
プランである程度結果出してれば評価は高いんだよ、うちは。もともとノーブル学園ってそれ目的で
Really
建
now?
てられてるし、特筆すべき成果があれば授業も全部免除。ほらあるだろ、どこそこの大学じゃ芸能人なら何もしなくても合格卒業みたいな。
Does that apply to Reina too? Wait, what were they even doing for their expert planning classes? I always get the impression that you hung out on the roof all the time, or just slept the day away.
来年のグラミー賞。
What?
な
Huh?
んでもない。引きタバコ的なそういうので優秀賞を取った的な。
Sure. You said Grammys, as in like Chris singing? She gave me a slip up. Anyways, damn, I thought you were a fellow lost cause,
その
yeah.
様子じゃそっちは相当悪かったみたいだな。
Yeah.
判定なんだった ?C?
He wishes it was a C. I hope I could make this humorous, but now I just felt embarrassing to
D
say.
とか
Uh,
まあ D はないか。普通に生活してればあんなん取るのは。D?
Well, at least
そ
it
う
wasn't
なん
enough.
ですか。いや、気にすんなよ。あんな査定教師の心象がほとんどでさ、ほら。
Are you sure about that? Don't be nice, that makes it even worse.
こっちも驚いたんだよ。
Are D's really that rare?
勉強は留年の危険あり。エキスパートプランで成果意欲とも特筆すべき点なしで D になるらしい。ぶっちゃけどんだけバカでもエキスパートプランで私頑張ってますアピールしてりゃ C にはなる。
Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah, I've been skipping afternoon classes this whole time.
そりゃお前が悪いわ。
This came a little late, but I felt depressed. Why did you skip class? I don't have anything to work towards. Didn't you tell us before that I should strike a light balance?
あ
Something tells me I struck a balance, but at a very low
あ、
standing.
それは良くないかな。そ その話をした時言っただろ。俺にはバランスとって生きるってのは難しい。
Yeah. Conversation essentially when I was balanced lifestyle category, it was like devote yourself to one thing category.
俺の性格的に難しいってことじゃなくて、誰がやっても難しいってことだからな。バランスとって中庸に平凡に生きる。つまり中庸な位置でバランスとって生きる。これって本当に難しいことなんだぞ。
You think so?
そうだよ。一点だけ尖らせて生きるってのも難しいけど、逆にまん丸くバランスとって生きるってのも難しい。世間様は一点だけ尖らせてスポーツに打ち込んだり特別な成績を出したやつを評価したがる傾向にあるけどな。俺に言わせれば、その逆だって難しいよ。余計な火種を生まず、余計な恨みを買わず、余計な苦労は背負わず、余計な迷惑をかけず、平凡に中庸に。
Damn.
生きてれば必ずどこかに歪みができるからな。本当に平凡な人生なんてこの世にないと思うくらい。
Wow.
例えば今誰かさんがバランス取ってるようで勉強も何もできなくなってるみたいに。
Oh wow. You struck me there.
頑張れよ。
I guess. Or yeah, I gave you that general
それで
reply.
もお前にはバランス取って生きる才能はあると思ってるから。
Yeah, he knows.
頑張れ。 D 判定なんかに負けるな。1には1のいいところがある。
He'll be so kind. Damn it. How it's equally difficult to lead a balanced lifestyle, huh? I knew that. That was made crystal clear to me this past summer. I think I'll avoid having to repeat the year.
ノーブル学園は基本留年者は出さないはずだけど、気をつけるに越したことはないかな。
Yeah, huh. Alright then. Essentially, went for maintaining a healthy balance at school like Ria was talking about. But I currently had one other aspect of my life where I had to maintain a healthy balance as well.
ただいま。
Welcome back. How'd that modeling session go?
いい感じだったよ。服もいい感じのデザインにできたと思う。
Oh yeah?
シルビーが着ると何でも似合っちゃうからまだわかんないけどね。
I wish I could have seen it,
あ
yeah.
とエルチンに着せたスクミズブルマがね、父とお尻がムッチンムッチンに食い込んじゃって。
Girl, I wish I could have seen it. Well, I had tagged along, even if I had to force it.
とにかく2学期に作りたかった服は一応完成しましたってことで。ドーン。
Oops. Clung to me.
ピザ
Right. Tuckled back into the bed and I sat on her lap.
ー。
Or she sat on my lap, yeah, sorry.
恋人
Damn.
になってどうだっていまいち実感ないけど、こうやってくっつけるのは楽しいね。
Heck yeah, agreed. I pet her head. This is it. The balance between friends and lovers. I thought it was simple to pull off, but I guess even this was
どう
complicated.
かした？
I'm just wondering about what happened if I kissed you right now.
おお、なんじゃい、急だね。ダメ、なんか恥ずかしい。
Darn. She could easily cling up to me and rest on my lap, all things she could do when we were friends. When it came to kissing, which was something only lovers did, she wasn't sure how to bridge that distance. This is a toughie. Winter breaks us now upon us, and we could take our time to work things out as we went. Create a balanced relationship, as it were. And then she kissed me.
なんか言ってよ。
You really want to stop with these surprise tags? It scares me every time, and I'm afraid our teeth are gonna knock together. Yeah.
ごめん。
The balance between friends and lovers should be much easier in schoolwork, possibly, anyways. I guess.
金
We're
色
gonna
ラ
be
ブリ
getting a
ッ
lot
ジ
of these transition screens in today's episode. We jump a lot of different scenes today. So yeah, on the first day of winter break, my true love gave to me. The room was busier than usual.
ああ、もうパパママ来ちゃう。間に合わないよ。ああ。 けはしっかりとですね。ちょっと2年、パンツ落としてるわ。ドンビ。
お父様たちいらっしゃいましたよ、加賀先輩。
やはりノーブル学園は長期休暇だとすぐに帰省にかかる方が多いようですわね。そうですね。遅くてもクリスマス前にはってなることが多いです。でも寮内は暗黙の了解として帰省前には大掃除も済ませておこうってなってるので、1日で大掃除から帰省準備まで、そりゃ大わらわですわ。掃除の方は12月に入ったあたりからちょっとずつ進めておく方が多いんですけど、してなかった方はひどい目に遭うと。
You met a terrible fate like the happy mask salesman? You met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
誰か助けて。ちなみにあかねは大掃除はちょっとサボりがち。実家に帰るのは来週の予定なので今週中に終わらせようと思ってます。
Okay.
良い気合ですわ。ちなみにカミナルさんは？私はこの後お仕事が詰まっておりますのでお月にやらせておきましたわ。
カミナル様、部屋の掃除終わりました。
Where's her route at? I'm just saying, man, she's kind of fine.
枕ずるい。
Back to me, huh? Everyone seems pretty busy. Are you going home too, Reina?
一応正月はお年玉もらいに帰るよ。いつ頃とかはまだ未定だけど。
Your New Year's gift? You mean a Christmas gift? I mean, a New Year's gift? I didn't think New Year's gifts were really much of a thing, but
ギリギ
I
リ
don't
まではこっちにいるつもり。オールは？
know. I guess I'm in the same boat. If I go home too soon, I get roped into their seasonal cleaning spree too.
だよね。
I probably see the rich girls in the dorm who seemed so busy around this time of year, but Commoners' New Year's holiday was meant for rest and relaxation,
で
yeah.
も大掃除はしなよ。
Yeah. Clean my room, huh? That general inclination had been hanging over our heads since the start of the December. It was written in our in no uncertain terms of the dorm message board this morning. Message to the effect of, let's clean up and welcome this New Year's feeling being refreshed, yeah. Cleaning spree sounds like a huge pain in the
オ
butt,
ール
yeah.
の部屋全然散らかってないし楽じゃない？
It's not messy thanks to Mia-chan's training. She'd be angry if it were messy.
可愛いお目付け役がいるんだっけ？
Yeah, I guess, because of how clean I've kept it. I don't really feel like doing more than I need to. Like cleaning the windows under the bed, for example. This is supposed to be major cleanup, and it felt like I had to go all out. An all-out attack. Regardless, my room was clean after this exact moment and didn't need that extra attention. I wasn't the last bit motivated to do the rest. What about you, though?
大掃除とはいかないけど、着々片付けは進めて、進行度で言うと、今 3% くらい。
Really? That's not progress. In fact, it sounds like you just started cleaning, yeah. Your room was just plain dirty. I've never complained since she usually came over to my place to hang out, but want me to help? Cleaning was mind-numbing when you did it alone, but it was often much easier when someone else around.
いいね。手伝ってくれるなら嬉しい。でも初めての共同作業が大掃除かよ。
Doesn't sound so fantastic when you phrase it that way, yeah. Doesn't that fit us pretty well, though?
ああもうね。
We need to see her room. Oh. No, let's do some shopping first. I always love this upbeat tune, dude.
今日はあったかいね。
You can thank Global Warning for that, yeah. Still rough weather if you were to interact with water, but great for general mobility. We prefer cleaning weather. We picked up proper cleaning supplies from the usual spot.
ねえ
Shop.
ねえ、この吸水性抜群って雑巾使う？
They suck, so don't waste your money. Just use a standard cloth. We'll do some bed sheets too. We'll buy some bed sheets.
なんでこのタイミング？
Around this time of year, my family replaces our old bed sheets to start off the new year with a fresh set. And we cut up the old sheets into palm-sized pieces and use them to clean your desks with. Oh, okay.
おお、合理的。
Strong recommend if you're remembering this, please give it a try.
急にどうした？
I don't know. I think he was talking to the fourth wall there for a sec, was he? window squeezers, garbage bags, and a few end of the year cup noodles. We're headed back to the dorm, dude. Again, the cup
掃
noodles.
除だ掃除だ
Heck yeah. Yep. Clean up, clean up. How'd that song go? I don't know. There's a cleanup song. I don't remember how it goes. Everybody everywhere, I think it's next lyric. Hey, don't lose your motivation before you even get started.
あーやると思うと面倒なんじゃ
I know, I don't like cleaning up either. Yeah, I know how I felt. How she felt. This happens all the time with the big cleaning sprees. You feel completely unmotivated as you're buying or collecting cleaning supplies and you don't want to start.
続きは来年でよくない
Hang in there. Or when we got near the
ジュ
dorm.
ース買ってく
Gotcha. Clear hard ground was trying to push out cleaning. She rushed over to a row of vending machines. We decided to take a break.
何
Oh, I just remember where this is. This is where I dropped by Rhea around a month ago. This is where the baseball team was. I mean, this is the same background we've seen before. There was an ashtray and cigarette vending machine nearby, so it was a glorified smoking area. When we walked towards it, incident occurred in our timing. It couldn't have been any worse. Time was equally horrendous today, but for better nurse used the vending machines here ever again. When I turned on, I found three well-built guys with crew cuts eyes eyeing me. It was from the Hamaman Baseball Club, like Torio. They were fellow former teammates of mine. Like last time, they stared me down as if they were looking for something. What was their deal? Acquaintances from Hamaman,
あ
yeah.
あ野球部のはじめましてどうもオーラの彼女です
Damn. Kind of great with positively being smiled.
彼女あの可愛い子が
Heck yeah!
この前の派手な子じゃないよね。あいつこの短期間は。しかも前のこの子もクソ可愛い。
They were under a tiny misconception. Perfect. Let's go, Reina.
うん
I didn't correct them and took their perfect opportunity to grab Reina's hand and headed back towards the dorm.
あいちょず
Just I ignored him. I had nothing left to discuss with them.
そっか島くん以外とはまだギスってるんだね
It didn't seem as bad this time. Yeah, more or less. Victoria and I were child friends. He could generally tell how I was feeling. The same couldn't be said about the others. I'd become acquainted with other than the last few years. I saw them as nothing more than teammates. And the biggest reason is I bet those guys have way more of a grudge against me than
な
Torio.
んで
Torio considers the slump he's in on his own, but we all believe they're aces in the slump because of me.
そっか逆恨まれてると
I can't call their resentment completely unjustified, though. From their perspective, my unnecessary actions have caused Torio, and they had lost the tournament as a result. I was the one who put all the pride, state, sacrifice, and the youth for to watch when it counted most. I wasn't about to making excuses, nor was I about to apologize either. This is why I couldn't deal with them and refused to get along any further. They were free to think of me what they will. I didn't care if they mocked me and believed I was a coward who left the team in shambles. I didn't care. Damn.
コーヒー牛乳飲む
No need. I'm not upset.
膝枕する
I told you I'm fine, really. That's an
する
also.
んじゃん
You don't need to console me, but I can touch your thighs. I'll be over that, yeah.
も
So I crashed down and I rubbed my cheeks against her lap. She put my face between her thighs. Oh man! Turned sideways and rested on top of my head. Oh man! Something squishy and something hotter than the rest of her body was gently pressed against the crown of my
う
head.
変
Oh
則
man!
型膝枕だよ元気出る
Your panties are right above my face, but I can't see them. Yeah. I wonder why this is such a turn
よ
on,
しよ
dude.
し
I pulled away.
元気なくなったらいつでも言って太ももともう彼氏なんだしパンツまでならサービスするから
I'm fine now, but it feels like I lost something awesome.
効果てきめんかよ
Yeah, super effective, you know? It was a crit, basically. Thanks,
いえ
Reina.
いえ
And it was just as kind now as she had been since the day we met. That made me so happy at moments like these. Why don't we get started? what they said, yeah.
おはようございます先輩。なんじゃこりゃ。
Yeah, morning,
おは
Akane-chan.
ようございます。散らかってますね。
Oh yeah, sorry about that. It was an absolute disaster, and there were piles of manga shoved into the corners. I'm in the middle of cleaning, so I just started yesterday.
わかります。一日じゃ片付かないですよね。
I started reading manga after about an hour.
わかります。
We were cleaning, but ended up falling into the manga rabbit hole. Having the manga you used to be obsessed with back in the day drudge its way up during cleaning was becoming enticing. Since Mina-chan didn't show up over winter break, my room actually fell into despair. Shall I give you despair? So that's why I absolutely wanted to get cleaning out of the way today.
今日学校。
Really now. In the academy, I remained open during winter break until New Year's for students who attended clubs. Damn. Everyone was free to come and go as they pleased as long as they reported to the staff room.
いちいち制服着なきゃなのが面倒だけどね。
Yeah, that part is pretty important. Working on your design project.
Yes.
She said yes, but it said oi. I guess she wanted to. I think maybe that might have been a little typo. Like they were supposed to say like yes in the text, but oi was supposed to come out. I don't know, man. I guess she wanted to hammer out more of her designs. I thought she polished one off before the end of the term ceremony, but there was no need for her enthusiasm, and it was clear something had piqued her
一緒
interest.
できなくてごめんに。
No worries, it's important to you.
あ、夕飯は一緒しよう。持ってくから。
Okay, cool. Sure. As for me, it may as well resume cleaning. I guess.
はい、お疲れさん。
I wanted to clean my own room.
ああな、このテラスの掃除も大
You just cleaned the floor? I got roped into cleaning the dorm instead of my
やっ
room.
ぱ男手があるとはかどるよね。お疲れ様でした、先輩。
Sure, sure. Yeesh. Oh. It occurred to me Reina was running late. Maybe she was still working and lost track of time. Maybe. She's scribbling it down. Yeah, I'm not doing all
ちょ
that.
っとイメージと違う。でもこっちを崩すと、もう夕方か。めいてちょっと長くやりすぎたかな。ずっとメガネかけてたから耳と目の間がかゆゆかゆゆ。ずっと座っててお尻も痛いし。帰りますか。
Yeah.
夕飯何にしよっかな。
いたぞ。彼女だ。
間違いないか。
What?
誰かに見られてるような。門の外に誰かいる。誰だろう。よく見えないけど隠れてるよね、あの感じ。
Call Oro.
本先生、施錠の時間待っていただいてありがとうございました。
He ran away. Better tell Oro. That's what you should do.
逃げた。ガチの変質者的な。おいおいよ、茜ちゃんたちに注意しとかないと。
He's the main guy to tell.
ただいま。
I'm back.
お
Welcome
かえり
back.
なさい、レイナ先輩。さっき部員で回ってきましたけど、変な人がうろうろしてたって本当ですか？いやー、よくわかんないけど、ちらっとね。しばらく夜は一人で出歩かない方がいいかも。はい、残ってる子たちに伝えます。
Heard you saw someone suspicious.
事案発生ってほどじゃないけど、見た。
I love to assume there weren't any perverts around in the middle of the
お知ら
winter.
せは変な人が増える的な話も聞くし、とりあえず寮のみんなには注意しといたよ。ホモかもしれないからオーロも一応注意して。万一の時お尻はワセリンがあるね。それで守って。
Your assets. Not only is that not going to protect me, but it'll make it easier for them to leave now. Anyway, I'm still concerned though. Should I go take a look?
すぐ逃げたから大丈夫だと思うよ。 寮の中までは入ってこないだろうし。
There's nothing I could really do now then. If Mina-chan were here, it would automatically mean her black-suited guards would be ordered to patrol the dorm grounds. Talking about full-time, yeah, really. You're going to school again tomorrow, right?
デザイン仕上げたいし。
Okay. I'll come pick you up on the way home then.
悪いよ。
I want to come. Let me.
はーい。
Oh, man. Oh, so we get to find out what happens here. This is probably his baseball teammates, right? His ex-baseball teammates, probably. What? We don't get to see the full thing. I heard they're running, but I didn't see what happened. They didn't show enough there, okay? It had to be his baseball teammates or whatever.
出なきゃダメなわけ。
Yeah, I don't know if you have to do or not, but I'm gonna go and end things off for now, guys. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you hit the like button and comment, subscribe my channel. Next week we're gonna have another episode. We gotta make sure I beat this game before the end of the year, so for the next couple weeks there might be more than one video for this series per week. We'll see. But thanks for watching, and until next time, bye guys.